Hello students, this is my third part of chapter 4, that is business services. In last lecture we have seen the different types of banks in India, in which there was one of the bank which is commercial bank, and at that time I told you that commercial bank is the bank which has the primary function of accepting deposits and granting loans and advances. Today we are going to learn about the functions of commercial bank in detail. Moreover, commercial banks are divided into three. That is public sector, which is held by government, private sector, which is held by the individual or private, and foreign commercial banks, which has its main head office in foreign country and branches in India. So, functions of commercial bank. The functions of commercial bank can be broadly divided into two groups, which are as follows. See, it has been divided into two. First is the primary function and second is the secondary functions. So in primary functions, again there are two, that is accepting deposit, granting loans and advances, and in secondary function again there are two, agency functions and utility functions. So the first we are going to see the primary functions. The primary functions of commercial bank are known as core banking functions. The primary functions are as follows. Primary functions means what? Which is the purpose of banking, right? Which is the basic function which bank has to perform. If any organization has a bank, that organization has to perform these functions by default. Okay. So in this primary function, first one was accepting deposits. Commercial bank collects deposits from individuals and organization. The deposits can be classified into two types, time deposit and demand deposit. So commercial bank collects the deposit from individuals as well as organization. What do you mean organization? From business firm. Means only individuals can open an account is not there. Even the business can has his account, like LIC. LIC can has the account in any bank, that is LIC. You must have seen while filling the check, sometimes we write the name of the companies. So that is nothing but the organization account in the bank. Now they are divided into two, that is time deposit and demand deposit. So in simple sense, time deposit means deposit which is given as per the time, right? And demand deposit means deposit which can be demanded by customer anytime, right? So first, looking at time deposit. Time deposits are also called as time deposits because they are repaid to the customers after expiry of decided time. So this is here, it's printed wrong. Time deposits are also called as term deposit. TERM. Term. Term means ek samay, right? Like you have the first term, second term. So like that, term deposit, because they are repaid to the customer after the expiry of the decided time. Whatever time it is decided that customer has kept in the money in the bank, after that time, whatever time, 1 year, 2 years, 6 months, after that bank has to return that money to the customer. So in this time deposit, again there are four. The first one is, again there are two, that is fixed deposit and recurring deposit. So first one is fixed deposit. Fixed deposit account is an account where fixed amount is kept for fixed period of time, bearing fixed interest rate. Rate of interest is more as compared to savings account and varies with the deposit period. So fixed deposit account is an account where fixed amount is kept for fixed period of time, bearing fixed interest rates. Here the time is also fixed and the interest rate is also fixed, and the rate of interest is more, means it's more than as compared to savings account and the other different types of deposit accounts, and it also varies about the deposit period. In simple sense, I will make you understand that whenever we keep money in fixed deposit account in a bank, it will be starting from 1 year, 2 year, 3 year, 4 year, 5 year. We can keep, there are various time period, deposit period which has been given by the bank. You have to select any one and you have to keep that money in bank for that period, right? If suppose you have kept it for 1 year, right, and someone has kept it for 2 years, so the rate of difference which 2 year the person who has kept for 2 year will be higher than the rate of interest in 1 year. So the longer the period you are keeping the money as fixed deposit with bank, the longer the rate of interest it will be there, right? So this rate of interest varies according to this deposit period. Okay, and as the name, fixed deposit means once you have deposited the money for suppose 1 year, whatever time period you have chosen, you cannot withdraw the money in between. Okay, so now see here, normally withdrawal of amount is not permitted before maturity date. Now what is maturity date? Maturity date, suppose I have kept my deposit for 1 year on 20th May 2020. So my maturity day means when I will get that money back, right? So I will get this money back on 20th May 2021. So this is my maturity date. However, depositor can withdraw amount before maturity date, for which bank will reduce the rate of interest. For amount deposited in this account, a fixed deposit receipt, that is FDR, is issued by the bank. Against this receipt, loan can be taken from the bank. Now what happens? Usually it is not advisable to withdraw the money in this time period, right? But again, if suppose there is any emergency, if you need the money, then what you can do, you can withdraw the money. But again, whatever is the rate of interest, you will not get that rate of interest. They will just cut short that and give you lesser amount, less rate of interest, and you can then withdraw the money. So the purpose is not served. Why people keep in fixed deposit? So as to earn good rate of interest. See, the the money which is kept in fixed deposit is the money which the people are having surplus with them. Surplus with them means अगर सपोज मेरे पास 1 लाख रुपए है सेविंग्स मेरी, और मुझे पता है कि हाँ मेरा घर का खर्चा, बच्चों की फीस, सब कुछ मिला के मेरा 60,000 में हो जाएगा, और तो 1 लाख माइनस 60 इज व्हाट 40,000. दिस 40,000 एज पर नाउ यू नो कि आई डोंट नीड इट फॉर द नेक्स्ट 2 years, राइट? मेरे को 2 साल इन 40,000 का काम नहीं है, तो घर में कबर्ड में रखने से अच्छा मैं कहाँ रख सकती हूँ? बैंक में. नाउ बैंक में भी इफ़ आई कीप इट इन द सेविंग्स अकाउंट आई विल गेट लेसर रेट ऑफ इंटरेस्ट. But when I am sure that 40,000 I don't need it for next 2 years, so I can keep it in the fixed deposit so as to earn high rate of interest. This is the main motive of the customer while doing the fixed deposit with bank. So money which is kept with the bank in fixed deposit, it is actually advisable not to withdraw in between, but if any emergency arises you can withdraw, but again the depositor will get the reduced interest rate. Okay, so for amount deposited in this account, while you are doing the fixed deposit, then FDR is issued to you. That is, what is FDR? Fixed deposit receipt, right? You need some assurity ना. If suppose you deposit your money with bank, तो आपको कुछ तो अश्योरिटी चाहिए कि मेरा पैसा आपके पास है, तो बैंक क्या करेगी? आपको एक रिसिप्ट बना के देगी, और उस रिसिप्ट का नाम होगा FDR, दैट इज फिक्स्ड डिपॉजिट रिसिप्ट. ये जो रिसिप्ट है आप इसको यूज़ कर सकते हो लोन लेने के लिए. जैसे मैंने कहा, इन बिटवीन द टर्म, बिटवीन दिस सपोज आई केप्ट फॉर 2 years, इन दिस टर्म, बिटवीन दिस टर्म, suppose if I need money, so instead of breaking my FD, what I can do is on this FDR I can take a loan also, right? So this can be served as a purpose. लोन कैसे मिलेगा आपको? जब आप FDR दिखाओगे किसी भी बैंक को या उसी बैंक को, तो उनको पता है अच्छा 40,000 रुपये का इसका FD है, तो इसका मतलब अगर ये लोन लेगी तो शी कैन पे बैक, राइट। सो और नहीं पे बैक करेगी तो वो क्या कर सकते हैं, ये FDR जब मैच्योर होगी वो पैसा उसमें से वो पहले अपना कट करेंगे, बाकी जो बचेगा वो मुझे देंगे, राइट। So FDR is also used for taking loan in case of emergency. So have you understood about FD fixed deposit? This is the first time deposit. Time deposit क्यों है, क्योंकि ये time के साथ इसका connection है. Whatever time you have taken the fixed deposit, you will get the money after the maturity, right? First thing. Second thing, the rate of interest is very high, right, as compared to savings account and other account. Then third thing, what is about unique about this, you will get an FDR, and this FDR can be used to take loan, right. And the fourth thing, usually you will not be allowed to withdraw the money before maturity date, but if any emergency comes you can withdraw, but you will get a less rate of interest. Okay, so this is about fixed deposit. Now moving further, recurring deposit. Now again this is related to time. Recurring deposit, it is operated by salaried person and businessmen having regular income. A certain fixed sum of money is deposited in the account every month. Withdrawal of accumulated amount along with interest is paid after the maturity date. Rate of interest is higher, which is similar to the fixed deposit account. Separate passbook is provided to know the position of RD account. So RD is what? Recurring deposit account. Now it is usually operated by salary person and businessman. Here salary person and businessman means what? Who are having a fixed income, right? Fixed income, who are having a regular income basically. What is regular income? Regular income ना जिनको पता है कि हर महीने मैं 500 रुपये, सपोज आई हैव ओपन एन अकाउंट फॉर RD अकाउंट, सो इट इज़ यूजुअली दैट मैंने 500 रुपीज़ का सपोज एक ये लिया है RD अकाउंट, तो 500 रुपीज़ इफ आई एम टेकिंग दिस RD अकाउंट मीन्स व्हाट, till every time every month I will be able to deposit this 500 rupees. This is the meaning of this, right? So regular income होना ज़रूरी है जो भी अकाउंट ले रहा है. यूजुअली सिंपल सेंस में बताते हैं क्यों होता है, कैसे क्यों लेते हैं लोग RD अकाउंट. So RD account is to inculcate the habit of regular saving, right? When a person decides कि every month or every 3 quarterly or every half yearly I have to at least save this much amount, so he or she opens a RD account. So in this account he has to put only that amount of money for which the account has been opened with, right? Means अगर आपने स्टार्टिंग में RD अकाउंट में 500 रुपीज़ से अकाउंट खोला है तो आपको हर महीने सिर्फ 500 रुपीज़ ही देने हैं उसमें, right? And when you will get this accumulated amount, suppose you have opened RD account for 3 years, right? So every month you are paying 500 500 500 in your account. So whatever is the accumulated amount, accumulated मतलब 3 साल में जितने भी बार आपने 500, जितना भी आपने 500 500 500 भरा, इट इज़ एक साल में 12 महीने होते हैं, तो 3 साल में कितने हो गए, 12 3 जा 36. So 36 into 500, whatever is your accumulated amount, on this whatever is the interest, here the rate of interest is again as compared to fixed deposit savings only, that is आपका fixed deposit account में जितना rate of interest है almost उतना ही होता है इसमें भी. हाँ, तो आपको जो भी वो पैसा इकट्ठा हुआ है आपको accumulated amount plus interest जो भी है that you will get only after the maturity of this account, right? So for this no receipt is given, right? FDR में क्या, FD में क्या हो रहा था, they are giving you FDR because one time payment था, एक टाइम आपने पे कर दिया, जब टाइम टेन्योर ख़त्म होगा मैच्योरिटी आएगी, you will go to bank with this FDR and bank will return you money, right? So but in RD account they don't provide you any receipt, they will give you a passbook, and in this passbook there will be only the deposit column, no withdrawal column, because you are not allowed to withdraw, right? So you can, every time when you go to deposit the money, you will take your passbook. Every time entry will be done. At the end of the maturity, this passbook will be taken back by the bank, and they will give you whatever is the amount accumulated. Okay, so this is recurring deposit. Recurring यानी क्या होता है? बार बार सेम चीज बार बार होना, राइट? सो रिकरिंग डिपॉजिट अकाउंट. ओके, so these two are the deposits which are related to time. Means fixed deposit, one shot payment, and after a long period of time you can withdraw money. Recurring deposit, regular payments in at the intervals, whatever you decide, monthly, quarterly, half yearly, whatever. Okay, नाउ कम्स दी डिमांड डिपॉजिट. अभी हमने जो देखा वो क्या था? एक्सेप्टिंग डिपॉजिट्स. एक्सेप्टिंग पहला पार्ट था टाइम डिपॉजिट. टाइम डिपॉजिट में क्या है? फिक्स डिपॉजिट और रिकरिंग डिपॉजिट. नाउ कम्स टू द डिमांड डिपॉजिट. नाउ व्हाट आर डिमांड डिपॉजिट्स? Demand deposits are those which are repaid to customers whenever they demand. That means money can be withdrawn as per the wish of the customer through withdrawal slips, checks, ATM cards, online transfer, etc. So as the name suggests, demand deposit. Demand deposit means whenever customer will demand the money to the bank, then the bank has to pay that money. And he can demand, he can withdraw. He demand means he want to withdraw the money, and he can do it in by any ways, like withdrawal slips. जाके withdrawal slip भर के वो पैसे निकाल सकता है. He can issue checks to some of his parties so that when the check comes you have to clear those checks. ATM कार्ड में जाके अपने अकाउंट से पैसे निकाल सकता है. He can do an online transfer. Okay. So again in this demand deposit there are, first one is savings account. Now savings account means what? It is the most popular account among the salaried people, right? It is generally operated by those who earn regular or fixed income such as salary or wages. The main aim of this deposit account is to encourage habit of saving among people. These deposit accounts are meant for the purpose of maximum savings. There are restriction on withdrawal limits for these accounts. These accounts carry low interest rates. Interest is credited monthly, quarterly, half yearly and yearly basis on this account. Passbook facility, balance on SMS, account statement, etc. facilities are provided to account holders to ascertain financial position. So, what is saving account? It is the most operated account by the people who are having regular fixed income, right? And what is the main aim of opening this account? To inculcate the habit or encourage the habit of saving among people, right? And you will say then recurring deposit is also that. Yes, but in recurring deposit you cannot withdraw the money at any time, and moreover you have to make a fixed payment. But here in savings account you can deposit the amount whenever you have surplus, you can withdraw the amount whenever you want. Okay, but there is a restriction for the number of withdrawals, right? It is not that आज जाके deposit किया कल जाके निकाला, ऐसा नहीं है. You can withdraw the amount only 60 times. With deposit you can do any time, whenever you want, every day if you want, but withdrawals in savings account is limited only to 60 times in a year. 60 times in a year मतलब 12 महीने होते हैं. 12 महीने में 60 बार, यानी एक महीने में 60 divided by 12 is what? 5. Means on an average in 1 month you can withdraw the money only 5 times. It is not necessary that you have to withdraw if you want to, right? Because the main purpose of opening this account is what? To inculcate the saving habits among the people, right? So here in this account, if a person opens an account, he can withdraw the money as well as deposit the money. There is no such binding that he has to deposit the fixed amount only. He can, whatever he is having surplus, he can deposit as well as he can withdraw. So due to this facility, they are carrying low interest rate as compared to FD and RD. Saving account is having low interest rate and interest is credited. Interest credit क्यों होगा? ये हमने पढ़ा हुआ है BRS वगैरह में लास्ट टाइम, कैश बुक एंड बैंक बुक अकाउंट्स में भी. Passbook is in his credit passbook has deposits and in debit it has withdrawals. So credit हो रहा है मतलब वो प्लस हो रहा है, राइट. तो आपका जो भी इंटरेस्ट आएगा इट विल बी क्रेडिटेड इन योर अकाउंट्स, whatever it can be monthly, it can be quarterly, half yearly or yearly basis. Whenever a person open a savings account he will get a passbook. जितनी बार आप डिपॉजिट करोगे वो भी उधर आ जाएगा, जितने बार आप विड्रॉवल करोगे वो भी पासबुक में अपडेट हो जाएगा, राइट. So and it is not necessary that every time you have to take that passbook, right. You can do those things by the withdrawal slips and pay slips, but what you can do after 1 month 2 months you can go and you can update your passbook. Now the facilities which are given to saving banks account, first one is the passbook facility. What is passbook? Passbook is a small book, handy book, which is given by the banker to the customer, right, in which all the records of the transaction between the customer and the banker is given. Okay, so again balance of SMS on SMS, and they provide you with an SMS service where they will provide you with the balance if you have withdrawn the money, if the interest is credited, किसी और के अकाउंट से आपके यहाँ पैसे ट्रांसफर, whatever is the balance they will update you by SMS. Then you can take your account statement, right, to find out how much money has come in your account and how much has been withdrawn. All these facilities are given to these account holders to know their financial position. For saving account holders, some bank provide separate facility of flexi deposit. This facility combines the advantages of saving account and fixed deposit account. This is not separate deposit account. It is a type of saving bank account or current deposit account with special features and benefit. In case of multiple option deposit account, the excess amount after a particular limit automatically transfers to fixed deposit. When advocate funds are not available to honor payments or checks in savings account, funds get transferred from fixed deposit to saving bank account. So here one more advantage is given to you, one more facility is given to the saving account holder while filling the form. Suppose if you opt for flexi deposit. So what do you mean by this flexi deposit? If you have opt for flexi deposit, suppose you have opt that after, if my saving account has more than 50,000 rupees, then convert into FD, right? Transfer to FD account more than 50. So if this has been done by you, then what bank will do, whenever your saving account is having more than 50,000 rupees, suppose you are having 70,000 in your account, so what bank will do, okay, आपने flexi deposit option पे choose किया था, तो 50,000 के ऊपर जो भी amount है, that is 20,000, 70 minus 50 is 20, that they will do the FD for you, right? And suppose it happens that you need that money, so they break that FD and you can withdraw the money. So this is actually, it is not a separate account. वो आपके saving account में वो एक option दिया गया है आपको कि आप वो flexi deposit opt कर सकते हो, right? So this is, you can do just so as to earn more rate of interest on the surplus money. So the excess amount, it will be after a particular limit, it will be deposited to your FD account, and whenever you want, that is whenever you want to honor those check, you are not having the sufficient amount, that will be again converted into your savings account. Okay, so this is the savings account. Next comes the current account. Current account. This account is operated by business firms and other commercial organizations such as hospitals, educational institutions, etc., who have regular banking transaction. In this account, there is no restriction on deposits and withdrawals of amount. No interest is paid by the bank on this account. Overdraft facility is available for this account. For current account, banks provide statement of account every month. So now here in this account, this is basically, as we have learned that saving account is usually for the salaried people or the people who are having regular fixed income, but it's opposite to current account. Current account is for the business people. Business people don't have as a fixed income. Sometimes there can be more profit, more income will be there. Sometimes there can be loss, there can be less income, right? Moreover, the businessman wants the use, that is, businessmen want to withdraw the money many times as compared to the salaried people because of business, right? Because uh, a businessman can issue the check, businessman can get the check as payments from the other suppliers also. So he has to use those bank account very frequently. So these people opt for current account as there is no restrictions on the deposit as well as withdrawal. We have seen in saving account there was restriction on withdrawals, right? So here in current account there is no restriction in withdrawal. In the same day, number of times you can withdraw the money from your account, right? Then because again bank is, you have no restrictions on withdrawal, there is no interest is paid on this account. This is the major difference between the savings account. First of all, there is no restriction on withdrawal, and second thing, no interest is paid. So in savings account, interest is paid, but it is less than fixed deposit. But in current account, interest is not paid. Okay. Now, an extra facility is given here in current account, that is what? Overdraft facility. What is overdraft facility? Overdraft facility means pay having the amount, excess amount in your account which is actually not in your account. That means what? Ki, suppose you are having 50,000 rupees, you are a businessman, you are right now you are having a 50,000 rupees in your account. There is an emergency, you have to make a payment of 70,000 rupees to some of your customer, some of your supplier. So now you need 20,000 more. So you can ask the bank, if you are having a current account in bank, you can ask the bank for overdraft facilities. That means what? You are having 50,000, you need 70,000, you need excess of 20,000. So you can ask the bank to give the overdraft facility for 20,000, right? 50,000 आपका ही रहेगा, 20,000 बैंक ऊपर से आपको देगी as a short term loan, that is called as overdraft facility, right? So what will happen? You will make the payment to the supplier at that point of time. Now बैंक will charge the interest on this 20,000. जैसे शॉर्ट टर्म लोन लेते हो, आप एडवांसेस लेते हो, तो आपको जो इंटरेस्ट वैसे ही इसमें भी देना पड़ता है. यहाँ फ़र्क क्या है? कोई अलग अकाउंट नहीं खोलना पड़ेगा. जैसे ही आपके अकाउंट में पैसे आएंगे, राइट, करंट अकाउंट आपके, सपोज आपका 15 days यू आर हैविंग मनी इन योर अकाउंट, the bank will cut that 20,000 rupees. It will take back that 20,000 rupees and your interest will stop there. So you have to pay only for that time interest, right? So have you understood our overdraft facility? They will give you more amount if you want for any emergencies, but they will charge the interest. And once they have received the money in your account, they will automatically cut their overdraft facility. Okay. So overdraft facility is given to current account holders only. No saving accounts, no fixed deposit, no recurring deposit. ये जो overdraft facility है, ये सिर्फ और सिर्फ current account holder को ही दिया जाता है, right? And they also provide you with the bank statement after every month. See, current account में क्या होता है? Saving accounts में जैसे हमने पढ़ा कि withdrawals पे limit है, right? Interest जो है वो monthly निकाल रहे हो आप, तो आपको पता है ये मंथ के एंड में कितना बैलेंस है आप निकाल रहे हो. पर करंट अकाउंट में बैलेंस कभी रहता ही नहीं है, मतलब फिक्स नहीं रहता है, राइट? एवरी डे सुबह में कुछ और बैलेंस है, दोपहर में कुछ और बैलेंस है, शाम के. whenever you issue checks or you get checks, you deposit or withdraw the money from your account. So the balance is changing every time. So how can you calculate the interest on that? And moreover, bank is giving you more functions there, right? Saving account holder अगर दिन साल में 60 बार ही निकालता है, आपका तो शायद 15 दिन में 60 बार आप निकाल लोगे. तो बैंक इज वर्किंग मोर फॉर यू, सो दैट इज the bank is not going to pay you rate of interest. Okay, so this is a very important question about the distinguish between the savings account and current account. Mostly it is asked and it is very simple. a quick, we can take, like, you have to write at least 5 to 6 points. So see, first one is the saving account is for the salaried person, and current account is for the businessman, right? Secondly, rate of interest is given in saving account, but in current account interest is not given, right? Thirdly, overdraft facility is not allowed in saving account, but in current account overdraft facility is allowed, right? Then fifth one is what, in saving account there is a withdrawal restriction on the withdrawal, but in current account there is no restrictions on the withdrawal. Okay, there are many more points, but these are the basic 5 points which I have told you. Okay, so this is about the current account. So we have completed with the first primary function, that is accepting deposit, in which there were two, time deposit and demand deposit. In time deposit there were two, which one? Fixed deposit and recurring deposit. In demand deposit there are two, that is savings deposit and current deposit. In this way bank can accept deposit from the customer, okay, from the general public. Now coming to the second one, that is granting. हमने पढ़ा ना, हमेशा हम शुरू से यही पढ़ रहे हैं कि बैंक के दो मेन फंक्शन है, एक्सेप्टिंग डिपॉजिट एंड गिविंग लोन्स एंड एडवांसेस. सो वी हैव कंप्लीटेड विद एक्सेप्टिंग डिपॉजिट. ये चार तरीके से बैंक लोगों से पैसा लेती है. Now how bank will give the loans and advances? Granting means giving these loans and advances. So bank grants loans and advances to business firms and others who are in need of bank funds. The loans are provided for longer period of time from 1 year and more. Advances are provided for shorter period from 4 months to 1 year. The advances are in the form of cash credit, overdraft and discounting of bills, etc. तो दो वर्ड हैं, लोन्स, एडवांसेस. ये कब, when will bank issue those loans and advances? When people are in need. When a person is in need, he will go to bank, he will approach to bank, and bank will give this loans and advances. Now what is the difference between loans and advances? Loans are from starting from 1 year. It is for a longer period of time, that is, it is loans 1 year and more. And what is advances? Advances is for the shorter period, right? एक साल के बाद जो भी आप, एक साल से ज़्यादा अगर आप लेते हो तो लॉन्ग टर्म लोन हो जाता है, दैट इज़ लोन्स. अगर आप एक साल से कम के लिए लेना चाहते हो, सो दैट इज़ व्हाट, एडवांसेस. दैट इज़ फ्रॉम 4 मंथ्स टू 1 ईयर. ओके, सो दैट्स वाई ओवरड्राफ्ट को हम डायरेक्टली एडवांसेस नहीं बोलते हैं. क्यों? क्योंकि मैंने आपको बोला ना, जैसे ही आपके अकाउंट में पैसा आता है ओवरड्राफ्ट बैंक ले लेता है उतना पैसा, राइट? सो दैट इज़ not advance basically, but you can call as short term loan. Okay, so now they can be in various form. See the first one, loans. Now loans, commercial bank provide loans to businessmen and others. The borrower can use entire amount sanctioned or can withdraw in installment. Interest is charged on the amount sanctioned. The loans are as follows. Now commercial bank provide this loan for businessman, and ऐसा नहीं है कि saving account holder नहीं ले सकता है. Anyone can take the loan and they can, whatever is the amount of loan sanction, right? 5 लाख का लोन है, चाहे आप एक बार में भी withdraw कर सकते हैं, और you can withdraw as per your need in installments. Okay, so there are basically 3 types of loan. First one is short term loan. Short term loans are for period up to 1 year to meet working capital requirements of the borrower. So this is for 1 year. And why it is taken? For working capital. What do you mean by working capital? Working capital means the capital which, the money which is required for the business for day to day work, right? जैसे कि आपको रेंट पे करना है, सैलरी पे करनी, जो आपका रोज़मर्रा का जो आपका खर्चा है, वो बिजनेस को जो निकालना है, उसके लिए जो हम देते हैं लोन, दैट इज़ कॉल्ड अ शॉर्ट टर्म लोन. एंड हाउ यू कैन वेरीफाई शॉर्ट टर्म लोन? इफ इट इज़ अप टू 1 ईयर, एक साल तक अगर के लिए आपने लिया है तो इट इज़ कॉल्ड अ शॉर्ट टर्म लोन. मीडियम टर्म लोन. मीडियम टर्म लोन्स आर फॉर अ पीरियड ऑफ 1 year to 5 years to meet working capital as well as fixed capital requirements of the borrower. So till 1 year it is short term, from 1 to 5 years. If it is between 1 to 5 years, it is medium. And why it is given? It is given for working capital as well as fixed capital. Now what is fixed capital? Suppose your fixed capital means for long term, which you like, you want to purchase any asset, you want to purchase any machinery for your business, for such purpose. Okay? So this is medium term. Then comes the long term loan. Long term loans are for a period of 5 years or more to meet long term capital requirements of the borrower. तो इसलिए लॉन्ग टर्म लोन जो होता है 5 साल के बाद का होता है. अगर इससे ज़्यादा समय के लिए आपने लिया है, then it will be told as it is a long term loan and it is for your long term requirements, right? So these are the 3 types of loan. Now come the advances. Advances are small term and fund provided to businessmen to satisfy different financial requirements of business. Advances are as follows. Advances is they have given you advances in 3 types. So as I told you, what is the difference between loan and advance? Loan is up to 1 year minimum at least, right? And if it is less than 1 year, then it will be advance. So in the first way is cash credit. The cash credit advances are provided to current account and saving account holders. It provides working capital for longer period of time. Interest rate is higher on cash credit. Separate cash credit account has to be maintained by the borrower. So it is provided to both current and saving account holder, and it is provided for the working capital for longer period of time. इसका 1 साल से ज़्यादा तो हो ही नहीं सकता एडवांस का टाइम, but this is for again for the working capital, right? And rate of interest is very high on CC. CC means cash credit, and a separate account is opened by the borrower. Second is the overdraft. This facility is offered to current account holder to meet their working capital requirements. The period can vary from 15 to 60 days. Interest is charged on actual amount withdrawn. No separate account is maintained and entries are shown in current account. It is a temporary arrangement for short period. As I told you, इसको overdraft नाम क्यों दिया हुआ है? Because ये छोटे समय के लिए होता है. कोई अलग से अकाउंट बनाने की ज़रूरत नहीं है, आपके करंट अकाउंट में ही उसकी वर्किंग होती है. They will charge the rate of interest on the actual amount withdrawn. As I given you the example, you are having 50,000 and you need 70. So what is the extra amount that is given by bank is 20. So only on 20,000 the rate of interest will be charged, and for the days that you have used that money, right? And it can go maximum up to 60 days, that is 2 months, right? So from 15 to 16 days it can go. So this is what about the overdraft facility. Next is what discounting of bills of exchange. The drawer of bills of exchange or beneficiary can discount the bills with bank and obtain an advance. On the due date of the bill, the bank will recover the amount from the drawee. I think I have already explained you in some of my previous lecture about bills of exchange, but then to again, that what is bills of exchange? Whenever there are credit sales, right? Whenever there is credit sale to the customer, right? The seller will draw a bill of exchange on the buyer, right? Suppose A B को 5,000 के गुड सेल कर रहा है एंड बी ने कहा कि मेरे पास अभी पैसे नहीं देने के लिए, आई विल गिव यू आफ्टर 2 months, राइट? सो क्या ए उसको ऐसे ही छोड़ देगा? नहीं. What A will do, the seller will prepare a bill of exchange in which it is written that after this date I will pay you this much amount, right? So what buyer will do, whenever the goods are dispatched along with the bill, this bill of exchange is also given. The buyer will sign in this bill of exchange as accepted, that I accept that I will pay after 2 months, and give it back to the seller. Seller will hold this bill of exchange for 2 months. As soon as 2 months are over, seller will go to the buyer and ask demand for money. So if the buyer pays the money, it is called as honoring of bill. Now we are doing here with discounting of bill. Now suppose I have sold the goods and I have sent this to buyer, and buyer has signed and sent it back to me. Now the bill is with me, right? Now the buyer has already signed that after 2 months he will pay, but today I need the money, right? So what I can do, I can take my bill of exchange and go to my bank, and I will say, see, this is a bill. See, bill of exchange is a negotiable instrument. Negotiable instrument means what? Which has some value in court of law, right? Means उसको आप यूज कर सकते हो, राइट? तो क्या करेगा वो? It's a proof basically. So what I will do, I will take my bill of exchange and go to my bank, and I will say to bank, see, this is one of my customer, he has signed that he will pay this 5,000 rupees after 2 months. I have done sales to him, but I need this 5,000 today itself, right? So what bank will do, I will give this bill to bank will take that bill, and suppose the bill is of 5,000, then bank will pay me suppose 4,500, right? And bank will tell me ki, okay, I am taking this bill, you take this money, okay? So what is bank doing? Bank is discounting the bill. Why discounting the bill? Bill was for 5,000, but bank is paying only me 4,500, that is 10% he has taken the discount. क्यों बैंक ने ये 500 रुपये कट किए? क्योंकि बैंक मुझे आज की तारीख में दे रहा है 5,000, और ये 5,000 उसको मिलेगा कब? 2 महीने बाद. So for that service he is discounting, he is reducing some amount, and that amount is called as discount of bill. So what will happen? I will get that money, I can use that money. After 2 months this bill is with bank, so bank will go to that my buyer, and he can demand the money, okay? So my buyer will pay the money to the bank now. This is called as discounting of bill. So bank also provide discounts the bill of the customer, okay? So you can have an advance, ये आपको एक advance मिल जाता है. So if you have bill of exchange, you can discount it with the bill of bank, and then bank can take this money from the drawee, that is the buyer, afterwards, okay? So these are the 3 ways in which advances can be given to the customer, that is cash and cash credit, then overdraft, and discounting of exchange. So today we have done only the primary functions of banking, in which there was accepting deposit, and second was granting loans and advances. Accepting deposit, time deposit, to fixed deposit and recurring deposit, then demand deposit, saving and current deposit. Then while coming to granting loans and advances, first one is loans. In loans we have seen 3 types: short term, long term and medium term, okay? And in advances is again of 3 types. It can be cash credit, it can be overdraft, it can be discounting of bill of exchange, okay? So today I will be sending some assignment questions on your WhatsApp group. You have to check those and write it in your notebook, okay? So today I will stop it here. Thank you.